Get ready to supercharge your wealth with AI. Welcome to AI Wealth Boost, where we bring you the latest and greatest in AI-powered wealth management. Subscribe now and take control of your financial future. Hey there! Today I'm going to show you something super cool that will blow your mind. I've got this weird thing on my head called the crown that allows me to communicate with GPT-4 using nothing but my thoughts. It's like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. Growing up, my dad would always tell me to use my brain more, but I never fully understood what he meant. Until now, that is. The human brain is the most complex machine in nature, and how it really works is still a mystery. But what we do know is that it's always emitting measurable electrical impulses called brainwaves. Scientists have been measuring these waves for decades using electroencephalograms or EEGs, but I was able to get my hands on this futuristic device called the crown. It's a compact and stylish electroencephalogram that you could totally wear on a Tinder date without looking weird. It's the same basic idea as Elon's Neuralink, except you won't need to drill a hole into your skull. Best of all, it's got a JavaScript SDK that we can use to hack into our own brainwaves. How cool is that? Naturally, my first thought was to connect my brain to GPT-4 and give myself superhuman intelligence. And that's exactly what I did. I'm now the smartest man in the world, and you're about to get a glimpse into the future. A transhuman cyborg future where every human, well, every rich human anyway, will have all the knowledge in the world not just at their fingertips, but at their brain tips. The crown device has a price tag of about $1,000. It sits on the back of your head and has a bunch of tiny electrodes that measure your brain waves. It hooks up to a mobile app via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi and then streams your brain's data into the ether. The app also provides helpful utilities like how to improve focus, but I don't care about that. I want access to the raw data, which we can easily get in JSON format via its JavaScript SDK. But first, you need to know a little bit more about brainwaves. When you're asleep, your brain emits low-frequency delta waves around 2 Hz. These waves increase their frequency when you're awake and relaxed, as they become alpha waves around 10 Hz. And then finally, when you become highly focused, like when solving a coding problem or playing chess, they increase to 35 Hz, and these are gamma waves. That's what we care most about measuring because they're useful for actually controlling things. Brainwave patterns are highly dynamic and can rapidly change depending on a person's cognitive state, mental processes, and external stimuli. However, Neurosity, the company that makes the crown, provides a dashboard where you can train algorithms to recognize your own custom thought patterns. For example, I'm currently training it to understand when I'm thinking about biting into a lemon. I just imagine biting into a sour-ass lemon and then relax when it tells me to. After doing this about 30 times, it will learn how to recognize that thought pattern. Currently, I'm not thinking about biting into a lemon, and the chart's not moving. But now, as I start thinking about biting into a lemon, the chart goes wild. It's pretty crazy and accurate to the point of being somewhat frightening. It is somewhat time-consuming, but you can train all kinds of different patterns, like right-hand pinch and tongue, based on my wife's recommendations. Now that it knows how to understand my brain waves, let's write some code that can do something useful, like communicate with GPT-4. Here, I have a basic Node.js project created with npm. From here, we'll install the crown's JavaScript SDK with the command npm install at Neurosity SDK, and then we can start coding. To communicate with GPT-4, we'll need to use the OpenAI API, which provides a simple REST interface for accessing its language models. We'll also need to create an account with OpenAI and get an API key. Once we have the API key, we can use the SDK to stream our brain data into our Node.js project. We'll create a function that listens for gamma waves, which are associated with high cognitive activity, and then we'll send that data to OpenAI's API to generate text. Here's some example code. This code listens for gamma waves and sends the data to OpenAI's API to generate a short story about a talking dog named Rover. The generate text function uses the OpenAI complete method to generate the text, passing in the engine to use, the prompt, the maximum number of tokens to generate, and the temperature. The result is returned as a promise and the text is extracted from the result. Overall, the Crown device and the GPT-4 API provide a powerful combination for controlling machines and generating text using nothing but your thoughts. It's a glimpse into the future of human-machine interaction, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here. Thanks for tuning in. Let's boost your wealth with AI. Subscribe now for the ultimate edge.